And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Vobes Show Mardi Gras special with the one and only Mardi Gras star, her loveliness, the lovely Julia.
And the one and only, the lovely Richard.
I don't know what we look like. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show on the 7th of February 2020. Now, we don't really know a huge amount about Mardi Gras because it's not something that the British do.
It's not in English.
But apparently this is the beginning of the season of Mardi Gras across the world. They all start to ramp up and then I think it ends around Shrove Tuesday. Is that right?
Well, let me say.
Yes.
Mardi Gras is French for Fat Tuesday.
Fat Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. It's a carnival held in some countries on Shrove Tuesday, most famously in New Orleans.
Oh, New Orleans.
It reflects the practice of the last night of eating rich, fatty foods before the ritual fasting of the season of Lenten.
Lenten.
That's what it said
like
on Tinternet.
On Tinternet, eh?
Yes, Mardi Gras has traditionally become about music, parades, picnics, floats, and excitement.
Hey! So, well, we've got lots.
The colours are predominantly purple, green, and gold.
Yes, and we've got the purple, green, and gold.
Gold.
Some gold. There we are. Gold, ladies and gentlemen. So, welcome along to the show. So, if you find that this is nothing like Mardi Gras, then. Just as well.
What can we say? We're English. We don't know.
We don't know. But we were put up to this and we've had a bit of fun putting it together. So, lovely Julia, who have we actually got out there watching this carbuncle of a show?
We have Glenn Johnson, Marriott Genealogy, Where in Sussex, Judith, Laura Riddle, Victoria Allen, Nigel Sadler, Andy Frierson, Andy Stacey, Ed Loud. Hello, I didn't see you last time. Welcome back. Barbara Charles, Nigel Sadler and Victoria Allen. I did say you. And they're all lovely.
They're all lovely, and they're all there, which is fantastic. There we go. Barbara Charles says, "Hey, Richard Vobes, you look good with hair, even sparkly hair." Yes, thanks. That's about as much hair as I can allow myself to have. Otherwise, it may be the wrong colour, like this colour, grey. Anyway, enough of all that nonsense. We're celebrating the beginning of Mardi Gras here. And we're going to be doing some... Oh, my phone's going bonkers.
Stephen Blakey, hello.
We're going to be doing a little bit of cooking because one of the things, as you heard Julia say, is big old fatty foods for the Fat Tuesday.
Yes.
So we're going to try and get ourselves as fat as possible. On today's show, we've got cake and we have crepes. And we're going to be doing all of that live, ladies and gentlemen, for your delectation. But before we start, Apparently, this, we've been reliably informed, is the drink of the night.
Cheer wine.
Cheer wine. Never had it ever before. It's been sent over specially from America by the lovely Jeff, who, by the way, is sitting, I believe, in his truck. Jeff, where are you actually sitting?
Where in America is Jeff right now?
He said he is sitting there having some of this, ladies and gentlemen. He sent me a picture. These are... deep fried heaven, he described it. No idea.
Otherwise known as Jojo's?
Jojo's.
I was a little bit worried. Like, cooked my baby, have you?
Your nickname for Joseph is
Jojo.
Jojo. So shall we open this and see what it's like?
Yes, we've got a few more people joined us.
Oh, do tell us.
Linda Kane, Mikey Stevens, Cheryl Craggs, Mike Dixon. Stephen Blakey has said to you. Yep. Hello, welcome everybody.
Hello and welcome. And if we haven't seen you or we don't manage to read your comments in tonight's show, we do apologise because we've got a lot of things happening.
A lot to think about.
And please don't get worried. If you see gas or fire in today's show, please don't panic. Unless the fire is somewhere other than where it ought to be.
Ed Loud says, I can't spell Mardi Gras. You did it just without an S. It needs an S on the end.
Yeah.
Autocorrect on my phone changed it to Mouldy Bra.
Mouldy Bra?
Yeah.
Love it. How is your bra these days?
That's a bit personal, isn't it?
I was going to say, is it mouldy? Right,
No,
I've opened this up. Now, this comes out... I haven't got anything to put this in, actually. Comes out in a sort of a red colour. So I'm going to give it a sample straight out the tin and see what it's like. Oh, lovely, lovely noise. Cheers, lovely Julia.
Cheers. Cheer wine.
Cheer wine. Non-alcoholic. So down the hatchet job and have a nice Mardi Gras evening with us.
Ooh, that's tasty.
Oh, blimey.
To you.
Yes, to you.
And you.
What does it taste of?
It actually tastes like cherry Coke.
It does taste a bit like... I was trying to work that in.
Work that in. Work it out.
Work it out. Well, that's very nice. Well, that's very sweet for the old teeth. They'll be coming out a bit later on.
We have some more newcomers. We have Ernie Samat, Paul Smith, Andrew Norris, Fiona Cooper, Steve Gee. Or is it G?
No idea.
And
G. Yeah, Steve G.
I think I said Judith, but I'll say you again anyway because I missed you last time.
Yes, absolutely. Fantastic.
All lovely peoples.
Wide West Country at Jeff Kellison, says
Oh.
Nigel Sadler, which is great. Okay, Judith says, I'll stick to Prosecco. I don't blame you.
Oh, I can't do Prosecco.
No,
One sip and I've got a hangover
yes,
already. I
some
hate
people,
it.
some people actually have an aversion to it. Whereas my friend Harriet, that I used to see, she could drink champagne, but if she had the Prosecco, it would make her violently sick.
Ooh.
And you know, it's only a difference of grapes. But there we go. Right, so ladies and gentlemen, we have been sent over some of this lovely stuff, which is Krusty's cornbread, honey cornbread. So, of course, it is an instant cake mix, and we spent yesterday afternoon, we thought we'd better try it and see what it looks like. And we gave it a bit of a mix-up, didn't we?
We did.
And we have the results here. So if anybody would like a piece of cake, we've actually made it up. Now, I gather you could put honey on it or some other stuff. What would you put? Butter on it? Or
honey,
that sort of thing?
Treacle.
Would you like to try one? I'm afraid they're not fresh now because we
made them yesterday.
We made them yesterday. But if anybody else would like to try one, you'll have to nip round and get one. But here they are, and they do look rather delicious, don't they? They've got a lovely shiny top. And according to the packet, lovely Julia,
yes,
it says on here, I can't read it because it's too. Just
Our story.
Yeah.
Our story. Great ideas often come out of tough times, and times didn't get much tougher than 1932 in the midst of the Great Depression. That year, a few women who traded recipes conjured up an easy-to-prepare pie crust mix and named it Krusty's, crust and ease. They went door to door, cafe to cafe, selling their creation. A lot has changed since 1932, but some things haven't. We're still a family business, and we still believe that nothing brings people together better than delicious food.
So, lovely Julie, we've put up this, what did you call it? Nostalgia food.
Yeah.
So this is a bit like what we would have had during the Second World War. Not this, but stuff that was made from what only you could get. If you see what I mean.
Yes.
You know, what is it? Ration food.
Ration food and things. Good evening, Mr. Great Plum, and Spectrum is Green, and Wendy Lowry, and Victoria Allen. Oh, I'm sorry, I said you. I'm good at this, aren't I?
Yeah, excellent. So where in Sussex says, had peanut butter brownie earlier from the Southern Railway charity cake sale. Very nice. Good old bit of peanut butter. Of course, some people have allergies to peanut butter, but not me. So have you tried any of this? And I gobbled mine up whilst you were reading. That was the reason I did that.
Clever.
So it's quite sweet. Probably need something on it. Would you like
Quite dry.
Would you like some cream?
Oh, go on then.
We got some.
Seeing as it's Fat Tuesday.
We got squirty cream. Would you like to hold it? Here we go. What could go wrong, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh gosh.
Well,
Shall I do it? Shall I do it?
do you have to unclip something on there? Just
Or
press.
is it fresh? Is it new open?
I'm not.
It should be.
Oh yeah, the lovely Julia can do it. There we go.
Of
Marvellous.
course she can.
Okay, so now, ladies and gentlemen, we also was sent in some super moist red velvet cake. This is with you've got frostings. Now I assume the frostings is icing of some description. What is that like? Is that better with the? Much nicer, she says.
Well, not that much nice. It was already quite nice.
Oh.
Well, I am struggling with the It's not gritty, but kind of soft gritty because of the bits of corn. Is
that what they have? So any Americans out there with your cornbread, does it have like bits of corn, like little gravelly bits in there?
I imagine that's what makes it the corn bread.
Yeah, I just thought that because the substance was corn, and I didn't realise it was like gritty.
Yeah.
No. Oh well.
I don't know.
So we were also given this stuff, super moist red velvet cake mix with frostings, which we've got over here. Now, I know the lovely Lisa Fox had given me a whole load of recipes to make your own frostings, but as this was sent all the way from America, we thought we would try it out and see what that's like.
Do you know what's funny though?
Yeah, what's funny?
I'm pretty sure you can get this here.
Can you?
And this Betty Crocker is quite a prominent brand here in the UK as well.
Is it an American brand that sells over here?
Yes. Yeah, well, I don't know whether it's American or English. It's probably American.
Well, all the measurements here are in American measurements.
Well, yes, because it would be tailored to the country it's being sold in.
All right, I'm feeling very chastised.
It's not chastising, I'm just...
Anyway,
telling.
the point is, we're going to make some of that up, ladies and gentlemen, in front of your very eyes. But the boring bit of doing all the mixing and stuff, hey, I've already done that. So let's go into the Vobes... Sorry, were you going to say something? No, okay. Let's go into the Vobes kitchen and just see how it's all put together. And by the magic of video, I'm here in the kitchen. Yes, in the Vobes kitchen, and it's Mardi Gras time, so it's time to cook up some of this Mardi Gras super moist red velvet cake mix. It says there's pudding in the mix. Now before we get going, of course I'm going to have to put on my official I'm cooking in the kitchen bib or tucker or whatever you call it, apron I suppose. Tie that up, make sure we're all right. So what else do we need in this cake mix, ladies and gentlemen? I'll tell you what we need. I'll tell you exactly. We need 3 eggs, which we have on the table in front of me. We need, I think this is in American cup size, water. 1 1/4 cupfuls of water. We have some oil, which we have, I can't remember exactly what that was, 1/4 cup of oil, I think 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. And then we have the cake mix itself. So what we're going to do, we're going to mix it up in here. I have greased this very lovely pan all ready for them. And I think what I'm going to do is you shove the whole mixture in here, bake it, cut it in half, put this stuff, which they call the frosting, but it's kind of like sort of artificial cream, I think. It's a bit of a strange stuff, but this is all American, so we'll see how it goes in the middle and on the top, you know. So let's give that a whirl. So first of all, in goes the cake mix. We'll shove that in here like that, nice and easy. Actually, I can smell cocoa powder coming from that already. And then we'll bung in the water. Okay, and the oil, bung that in. We've got to shove all of that in. And then it's the 3 eggs. So now try not to get all the shell in. That's 1 egg and 2 egg. That's the other one. And now Julia showed me a very smashing way of doing an egg, which I'm a bit nervous about doing, but we'll give it a whirl. Ouch. Straight on the head and plop it in. And there it is. Smells delightful. So now, for 2 minutes, I have to mix this stuff by hand using one of these slimy things. My 2 minutes is done. The next thing to do is to pour this incredibly red looking mixture, which looks like some strange emulsion paint, into here, and then get it into the oven. Right, I've just got a little bit more in there, which I think can come out. Just using a bit of a wooden spoon. Plug that in. Make sure it's nice and even. There we go. That's pretty much it. And I'm going to put it in the Essie. It says at 350 degrees. With the Essie, you can't quite have 350 degrees. You just have to sort of gauge when it's on very hot. And in it goes. I shove it down there. Thanks. Well, that's it. It says now leave it for about 35 minutes. So I'm looking at the clock there. Gauge the time. We'll come back and see how we do. And there, ladies and gentlemen, it is. Doesn't it look fantastic? Now, the measure of knowing whether it's actually done or not, 30 minutes later, is to put the spoon end in. If any of the mixture cloys to the side, you know it's not quite done. So I'm going to shove this in and we'll see if there's anything. No. That is because it is all done and it's all ready. So the next thing, I've got to leave it to cool down, and once it's cool I can slice it in half and put in the frosting, and that bit we'll be doing in the studio. And here is the results, ladies and gentlemen, of the labours here in the studio. Right, so now we've got work to do, so I'm going to pull the camera out a bit so you can see what we're up to. We have our special, hang on a minute, come over here, our webcam version, so you can actually keep an eye on all things good. What did you think of that, lovely Julia?
I thought it was amazing. That looked really, really red in the bowl, didn't it?
It was like emulsion paint. It was, you could have, you know, I was thinking of Kevin Hall. Hello Richard, Kevin here. I thought he would be there, you know, slapping it on the walls. So, as I said in the video, we're going to hoik it out. Now, I reckon if I cut that in half, did I make any mistakes, by the way?
I don't think so.
No, that's good. I'm going to do this. Chop this like this. Hang on, let's put this in so people can see what we're up to. Need to be able to get this out. I've no idea if this will come out, and because we're doing this all live.
I've got a spatula.
Yeah, I've got a spatula here.
Spatula.
I'll let the lovely Julia do the spatula work.
Yeah,
because,
let me mess it up.
To be honest, I'm pretty hopeless at that. I can do the mixing.
Shall I just...
What, turn it upside down and whack it on the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So...
Yeah, that's one half.
Hey!
Nice. Okay.
Oh, well, that makes life a little bit easier, doesn't it?
Yeah. That was a risk I took. It paid off this one. Oh, should we
Oh yeah. So now we've got this. This is the stuff as you saw. The lovely Julia. If I
we said earlier, normally I would personally make it from scratch. The frosting. Yeah,
or what they call it,
buttercream.
Is it what it is?
This is what we call it here.
Oh, right.
I'm pretty sure it's the same stuff, but like you said, this was sent from Kellison all the way from the USA, so we're using it.
So we're going to use it. Yeah, why not? I nearly thought of buying some hundreds of thousands to sprinkle on the top, but I didn't.
It smells like buttercream. Doesn't look quite the same.
So there we are. We're the lovely Julia spreading it all on. Nigel Sadler wanted to know whether it was 350 degrees Fahrenheit or centigrade. What do you want? There's a...
Yeah, that please.
And I don't know.
Oh! This is not easy.
Fahrenheit, 350 degrees Fahrenheit, it says on the box, Nigel. Ed Loud says, Jelly Baby, yeah. What? By the way, what do you wear a ridiculously long scarf? Not quite sure what that's all about.
That's referring to, what's his name? Baker. Tom Baker,
Doctor Who.
His Doctor Who.
Oh, right.
He used to say care for a jelly bean. Jelly baby, not jelly bean.
Mr.
And he had the long scarf.
Mr. Great Plum says, it's an Essie. Check out Richard's videos about it. Oh, yeah, that's my
it's not a
lovely...
knockoff, Rayburn.
No, it's not a knockoff.
It's a different brand completely, and there's more than one.
So this isn't as easy as it might look.
No, it's horribly hard. I'm going to throw my toys out the pram.
Mind you are doing this with a mask on as well, so that nobody actually knows who the hell you are. It could be anybody. Think of all the air miles, says Nigel Sadler. I don't know what air miles is on about.
Oh,
Lots
carbon
of
footprint, blah, blah, blah.
Yes. Have you seen a carbon footprint? It's about that big.
Not that I take
with
it
about
lightly,
8
you
toes
understand.
on it. Sorry, you're talking over me?
Yes. Is there any way to get an airway in?
An airway in. You're supposed to be shoving this on there.
Yes, I'm trying to loosen it a little bit so it might be easier to spread.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, yeah, it was slightly easier, yes.
There we are, look. Unfortunately, this isn't one of those programmes where we can say, here's one we did earlier. It just sticks to the bottom of the...
I made a royal mess of that.
Do you want me to have a go?
Go on then, see if you can do any better.
Yeah, just slap it on like this. I'm sure it'll be easy.
I tried, very trying.
Read some comments out.
Do you need to save some for the top?
I know, I will. There's tons in there.
Oh, by the way, Care for Jelly Baby, you missed out on the Vimto jelly babies I brought in on Wednesday. Check out the show if you like. Lots of lovely cream. Looks delicious. The only thing you could do was put some greaseproof paper in the tin to lift the cake out. Pardon me. Yes, you could have done that.
Could have done. Didn't do that. Didn't say on the instructions.
Andrew Norris says, Nigel, when you cook on a wood-burning stove, all temperatures are guesswork. One rarely goes wrong in any case. And Victoria Allen says maybe put a knife in warm water, then spread cream. Oh, that's a good idea as well. Although I think kind of what are you doing to it? You messing it up even further.
I pulled the skin off. There's a whole load of skin here that's just come off. Anyway, don't worry about that.
Yep, loosen it up. There we go. Watch me mess this one. She says nervously.
The thing is,
not my finest hour, I must say.
We are under pressure and under time to get this right. Of course, we do not have a competition, but we can, at the end of the day, just cut a corner off. We've got to try and eat all this. If anybody would like a piece, we'll send it in the post.
I feel quite horrified after you said that. We've got to try and eat all this?
No, not in the show. It's not one of those. It's not one of those YouTube channels where you watch people just eat all the time. Mickey Bain says the only thing you could do was to put. Oh, you've already read all this. Maybe put.
I've already said all that.
I realise. People need to type faster. Get those messages up quicker. Nigel, when you cook on a wood-burning stove all the time, oh yes, read that as well. Spoon it all out into the centre and then spread it around. Says wise man Nigel Sadley.
Check out Care for a Jelly Baby.
Hey, look at this.
Message.
Care for a Jelly Baby says Vimto Jelly Babies, 2 of my favourite things. Interestingly, because I polished the rest of those off.
I bet you did.
Julia wasn't so keen on them.
No, they.
I'm just going to have a bit more chew away.
I liked the Vimto candy floss that your daughter Georgie left here. And I liked very much the flying sauces, the little sherbet and rice paper flying sauces that were they were nice as well.
There we are. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. I think the lovely Julia has won an award for her wonderful cake decor. That's brilliant. Now the next.
Not this one.
That's brilliant. Now the next thing we've got to do is cut a slice. But before we do that, I just want to show that up on the better camera. See if that makes. No, it's all bleached now.
We've got some more viewers here.
Oh, who have we got?
Good evening, Michael Angel and Kim Murden. Hello.
Hello to you.
Long time no see.
Welcome to our Mardi Gras cooking spesh.
Never say that again.
No. So, lovely Julia, could you cut a thin slither?
A thin slither?
Yes, off the slightly narrower end. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. So this is our red velvet smooth cake.
Oh wow! Look at that.
I wonder if you could. Yeah, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. That looks really. Does look yummy. Could you slice that in half? What I should have brought was some finger thing for washing our. Oh, there we go. So
biodegradable wipes.
I'm going to take this little bit here.
Conked myself on the microphone.
And I'm going to give this, just show everybody what it looks like in big close-up. That's what it looks like. Cooked by my own fairy hands and iced by the lovely Julia's. So, what do you reckon?
Should have made the buttercream.
Don't like it?
No, it's all right. It's just not quite as nice as homemade.
Nothing is as nice as homemade.
Yeah, it goes without saying, really, doesn't it?
But, you know, it's think of the air miles.
So we've got our cake and we're eating it.
We have got our cake and we're eating it, but that's not enough. You know?
My hips are widening just looking at this.
The other thing that we promised that we would...
It is, look. Gonna get worse now.
The other thing
Thanks, Jeff.
The other thing that we promised that we would do is we would make some crepes, French crepes.
Yum.
So we're going to do that live. Now that involves real fire, ladies and gentlemen. Real, genuine fire. Now I know that Nigel Sadler always hides under the table because I have been out and I have purchased a great big thick canister of butane gas. No, colour gas. Colour gas. The colour went out of my face then for a moment. Colour gas, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going to use the camping stove. We're not going into the Essie room. It became too complicated to set the stuff up there. So we're actually going to cook here live. So I need to move this cake away. And we need to clear the decks. There's nowhere to put all this stuff. Read some comments out, lovely Julia.
Michael Angel says you should have got Kevin to plaster that cake. Sherbet flying saucers, yeah, says Andrew Norris. Lily Harriet says, I want cake now, damn it, but you already said that. Care for a Jelly Baby says that cake looks fabulous. Andrew Norris says, let them eat cake.
Let them eat it, and loads of it. Right, we're just clearing up the decks now, ladies and gentlemen, and we will move swiftly on because time is the essence here. So now, just move your phone for a second. I am moving into position. The dreaded, old-fashioned, I think from the original film, I think this is a prop from the film 1917, that was on the side there when they were cooking. I don't know whether you saw the scene. The camera whizzed past so bloody fast. There was somebody cooking, and I believe this is a vintage... a vintage step. Might not be. I'm making all this up, obviously. I make everything up.
Just trying to get the big hair through a hairband.
So now the lovely Julia is going to make sure... Excuse me, I've got a bit of a cold.
Andy Frison says, fancy some cake, but haven't got any. Come round.
Come round, Andy. You're in Portsmouth area, so it'll only take you an hour. We'll be off air by then, but the cake will still be here.
Yep.
Is the most important
Plenty
thing.
of it.
So we've got this. What are we? But before we actually do that, we've got to make up the mix. I forgot about that. So before we do that, we've got to make up the mix. So lovely Julia.
Lovely Richard.
I have a glass bowl, ladies and gentlemen. We were going to teach you how to make French crepes, having not actually made it ever before ourselves.
Yes.
We did have a go, but we ended up making thick pancakes, which was a bit of a mess.
Don't know what went wrong.
So, this is the lovely bowl that Elaine Brazier bought me when she gave us the rationing show. This is a lovely sieve that actually I use quite a lot when I'm fencing. But getting the steaks
What
in the
about
post...
when you're gating?
I was going to say, you bit jumped me on it. Right, okay, so where's my set of instructions? Okay, what we've got to do is sieve a cup of flour into this bowl. Lovely Julia. A cup of flour. So I've got flour. Here's the flour. I've got some lovely flour here.
An American cup is about 236 millilitres, I believe.
Yes, 236 millilitres or grams, is it?
Millilitres.
Millilitres.
I don't know how that translates into...
Yes. Well, that's all right because we're gonna measure it like this. You see. So.
Elfwald says 1 mug of flour to 1 mug of milk, I think.
Yes. So yeah. So how does that work then? Sieve the cup of flour, 236 in the. No wait. No. Hang on. Don't sieve it. You don't know how much there is. No, hang on. No. Put it in. No wait.
All right. You want to measure it first and then sieve it.
Gonna measure it and then sieve it.
Okay.
But how do you measure it? It's not by weight, is it?
I don't know.
I can't remember now whether it was...
When we did the cornbread,
Yeah.
we did it...
We did it by volume. Normally you do it by weight, surely.
Yes, normally with flour. So I don't... It's all going to go wrong.
It's still going to go wrong because now I can't remember whether or not we're supposed to... 236... I mean, if it was a cup, 236.
Cheryl Craig says, my dad makes great crepes. He does indeed.
Are they nice?
Yep.
But if it's a cup, then it can't be weight, can it? It's got to be volume. 230. That's about 236. So there we go. If I think that's 200. Have a look at that. What do you think, audience? Yeah, there we go. 236. That's more or less right. If you sieve that into there, that will be lovely.
Clang.
Nothing can go wrong in this show. Everything's been greatly rehearsed and polished, hasn't it, lovely Julia?
Yay.
Yes. We want
Believe me, you believe anything.
Into that we need a teaspoon of sugar. Now I do have sugar. Now tell me, are the American teaspoons bigger than the English teaspoons?
No, I think they're standard the same.
Oh well, I haven't got a teaspoon.
I assume, but I don't know.
So I'm going to say that's about a teaspoon, and presumably that will sieve through.
I don't think that needed sieving.
No, probably
Could
not.
chuck that straight in.
It's supposed to put some salt in there, but I haven't got any salt in here. So we'll come back to... It's only a quarter of a teaspoon of salt. 3 eggs in the bowl. Now, you will have noticed that the lovely Julia taught me how to crack eggs. Oh, you won't be able to do it? In the video, you saw I did one of your...
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Did
I?
you?
She wasn't paying attention.
Well, I haven't actually seen the video, have I? And can't actually watch it from this side.
No, that's true. But basically, just take it... It says a cup of flour if you're posh. Oh, right, okay. Robert Brailsford says, just like Fanny and Johnny. Yeah, we're fanning around with one's... Anyway, I didn't say that. I didn't finish the sentence.
I'm mortified.
Would be mortified.
I am.
Be very mortified.
I don't need your permission, thank you.
Now, 3 eggs in there. No, wait, no, hang on. No.
Read it again.
Yes, I'm sorry. So that's ready for later, because I watched a video on how to do this, ladies and gentlemen. Only watched it once, copied the notes, can't read the notes. Next we need a big bowl. Here's a big bowl. Okay. We want 3 eggs in that bowl, and then we want 2 cups of milk. So I'm going to go and get the salt for that, and then the 2 cups of milk, and you're going to do that whilst I'm away.
I'll have to do it the traditional way.
Right. I'll leave it with you.
Yeah.
I will return.
I have no idea who Fanny is. Nigel Sadler just asked, does Julia know who Fanny is? Nope, not a clue. Right, what's it said? 3 eggs. Normally I'd go tap, tap, whack. Yeah. I say normally, I haven't actually properly done it for a while, since I had a little bit of a tough egg.
Puff egg?
Tough egg once.
Just going to shove
tap,
a bit
tap,
of salt
whack,
in there.
Crack, tap,
Probably
tap,
about
whack,
enough.
crack, tap, tap, whack, crack, tap, 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 whack, tap, tap, whack, tap, tap, whack, tap, tap, whack. Oh, what's wrong with this egg? Yeah, so I haven't really done it much since then. Third one, incoming. Look, and not a single piece of shell. Boop, oops.
Oops, there we are.
That's not funny.
Let's just show the lovely audience the results so far.
Fanny Craddock.
Yes.
Of course, I've heard the name. Still don't know who though.
That was the joke I just did about Fanny and Johnny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Keep up.
I'd already done it. You just said Fanny Craddock. I'd already done it earlier.
Yes, but you were out the room when Nigel Sadler says, does Julia know who Fanny is? And then Cheryl said.
Oh, I see. Or maybe you don't. Right. Okay. So we also want now the milk. It says here 2 cups, American cups of milk, which I've worked out is 472. So according to this, 472 is, there's quite a lot of this. 472, bloody hell, how much? That's a lot of milk. There's going to be a lot of crepes going on here. Crepes. A lot of crepes. So that goes...
And the other one.
That goes in the...
With the egg.
Goes in with the egg.
How many is this supposed to make?
Well, Billy and Sharifa might like some. It's Billy's birthday tomorrow, so we're going to have crepes.
When I was looking at recipes, a lot of them said, to make 20.
Oh, right, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
We want some vanilla extract now, lovely Julia.
Yes, as Cheryl says, she and I were born in 81, so that was a bit before our time, the Fanny Craddock and all that.
Yes. So this is Magadusa or something.
Oh, for goodness sake. Madagascan vanilla extract. Thank you.
Now, how much, it just says add extract. So how much extract would you normally say that should go in?
I don't know. Cheryl! She's my go-to baker.
Well,
what do you think?
Just shove it in anyway.
I'll just shove some in.
Here we go. Blimey. Oh, that's
Well,
good. Excellent. Brilliant. Could you put the lid back on? Thank you.
No.
Okay. Now, the next thing we've got to do, here we are, lovely Julia. Take one of those egg whisks. Add the flour mixture into the bowl and
Break
mix.
those eggs first.
Oh, yeah.
Right, ready?
Okay, so she's going to mix that in. I'm going to put the milk back because we don't need that now. You can tell them another joke.
I don't know any jokes. I only know rubbish ones. Like, no, I'm not even going to go there. Not going there. This is going all right. A little difficult with one hand.
Cheers, everybody. How's that going?
Okay.
I don't know how long you're supposed to mix that for, whether you are supposed to leave it to stand.
Until it's not lumpy.
Well, obviously, yes. I remember my mum, when she used to make pancakes, we always had to mix it and then we had to wait. And as kids, you'd be sort of going, well, they're not ready yet, and we'd be desperate for them. Go and play for another half an hour. They've got to stand. And we'd keep coming back and check to see if it was ready. Kim Murden says, I would have thought Richard would be using imperial measures, frankly. Yes, well, this is a Mardi Gras show using everything American, so we're trying to stick to the American theme as much as we can, even though we are English and the crepes are French. But hey, Fanny lost her crown when she criticised somebody's cooking during a TV banquet for Edward Heath, apparently, according to Nigel Sadler. Thanks for that.
Jeff Kellison says, I feel old. I graduated from high school in 1981.
Right.
Only as old as you feel.
Yes, so go out and feel somebody. E-Wolf says, you got too much milk, I think.
Nigel Sadler, he is not wearing jack plugs. He's wearing an American Western...
Jack plugs?
Yeah, I don't... Jeff, what's it called?
Yeah, what is this? It's not a... What's a jack plug when it's... Oh,
As in
electrical. No, of course I'm not wearing jack plugs, you fool.
You know
fool.
that. Oh, you know that.
Mickey Baines says, this is the best cooking show I've seen for ages. Brill, please do more. Don't worry. We're planning on doing all sorts of
Cheryl
things.
says, weird recipe, never put vanilla in. Husband is cringing in the other room.
Oh, is he? Excrement. Why are you wearing... Oh, you read that. Right, okay, so next up, we just move this out of the way for a moment. Because we move this out of the way for a moment. This is where it gets all very exciting. We need to... Don't we add butter? Somewhere point this, we add butter into that. Oh, yes, a little bit of butter.
Right.
I didn't write that down. Now, in order to add the butter to that, we've got to melt the butter.
Yes.
So we're going to melt the butter on the growler. There it is. Now, this is where we get slightly worried. Lovely Julia is going to light the gas. I'm going to be outside the room, just in case. I'm just going to turn this gas on down here. And I should turn the little knob. Oh, hang on. Let's widen it so you... Oh, and you can't really see there. Oh, let's do it this way. Turn the little knob. And there it is. So we've got the gas going, ladies and gentlemen, as you can just delightfully see. Now, in order to melt the butter, I don't know how much butter we're going to put in there, but she didn't, in the recipe I watched, they didn't have a lot of butter. So I'm going to take a bit like that, and we're going to melt it like this.
Jeff Kellison says it's a bowler tie. Mandy Merrimack says Richards is wearing a bolo tie. So bolo. I suppose it depends on whereabouts from America you are.
Yeah, don't ask. Don't. My Christian Dior belt here, specially designed by Christian Dior. Actually, it was Christian next door. He's a different bloke. Right. So
is that all the butter you're putting in?
Yeah, it was only a tiny bit that you had to add to the mix.
Okay.
That's all they did.
Nigel Sadler says you could have found a smaller pan.
Yeah, we did look for a smaller pan. There it is. Right, I would we'll turn that.
That'll do.
Yeah, turn that down a bit.
Don't want it to.
If I stir.
Is that down?
Yeah, that's down. There we are. Look, we shove that in there, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how much of that you can see, but. Now, what I should have got was a jug to put that in so we can pour it into the thing. So the next part, this is a special cast iron crepe pan sent in by the lovely Jeff Kellison. Thank you very much. Now, I know Julia can play a few tunes. I have been trying, but I've failed miserably. So what would you like on there? Butter? Oh, yeah. As an oil?
A smidge of butter.
A smidge of butter.
Unless you've got vegetable oil.
No, I haven't to hand. So here's a smidge. There's that. There's that. I get a jug. I'm going to get a jug to pour that in. Actually, we could use this one, couldn't we? We could pour some of that in here. So that's warming. Ow, yes, that's warming up.
You do that all the time.
Yeah, what that?
Don't do that! Oh!
Might need to turn that up a bit.
It's going to turn into a Punch and Judy show in a minute.
Yeah, oh, don't want to do that. I'm just going to turn that up a fraction more. This will be good because if this works, it means we can cook all sorts of things. We can do a Sunday roast on this, as long as it's fried. A Sunday fried. Oh, we need something to push it around. There is a.
You need one of these because this is a cast iron pan, and
that
yes. Handle gets hot.
This does it when it gets hot. I know we've tried this on the Essie, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
And we did try, as I said before, to try and make some crepes because we were preparing for the show. There's a lot of preparation goes into this show, and we discovered that the handle gets very hot, and whereas in this case it might take a little bit longer, but we'll. The thing about cast iron is it contracts the heat. Contracts? it does
I don't know what you're trying to explain.
it contracts the heat very quickly.
Ernie Samat says, yep, why the butter into the bowl? I don't know. He's the one that read the recipe.
I watched the video. Don't ask me. It's an American recipe. We're just blaming it. Blame it all on Jeff tonight. Right, I'm going to shove all of that in. Ooh,
It won't all go. You worked it out.
I worked that out at the last minute. Now, I have to say that Julia, at this point, is the master. Do you want it all over? Do you want me to help?
Bopping that again. I'm not used to having such a
high head.
Head height. Oh. What a farce.
Here, look. I got this so you could run stuff around with it.
I do. Because it'll spread when I do this.
Remember, it's a crepe, so it's supposed to be the very, very thinnest. On the video, they had a lot less.
Okay.
Can you pour some away?
I could. Or I can just spread it around the edges of the pan a little.
I think...
Kind of thin it out.
Sorry about that. Put the clock up by mistake. Because the way they did it in the video, they put the tiniest bit and then it came out paper thin. There's a bit of moment of silence there as concentration is going on.
Yeah. Well, it's thinner this side
It's
than
thinner.
that side.
Now, I might just turn that down because I don't know whether that's supposed to be super hot or not because they didn't say anything about how hot the thing was.
Jeff Kellison says, have you asked Julia yet if she is afraid of heights?
Oh, yes. Thank you very much. Well, we haven't come back. That is something that we're going to... I was going to do that as soon as a crepe has been made. Thank you very much, Jeff. I know you're eager. I know you're excited. But bear with it. He's probably got to get on and do some work.
Mandy of Merrimack says the first one is always a throwaway.
Oh, right. Okay.
I don't know.
That's good enough for us. So at some point... now this is what they said in the video. They said when it can shunt about, then that's the time to flip it over. When you see the black smoke,
flipping it with this
that's
thing.
the time to run.
Really heavy.
It's coming on now. Look at that. It's looking very nice.
Well, that's not ready to shift.
It's not ready. So Jeff asked me if you're frightened of heights. Are you frightened of heights?
Yes, but it's a healthy fear. It's a respect for heights, I think, rather than
so if you were to climb a ladder and go onto the roof to fix my roof
I'd get
or
a
put
little
an
bit
aerial,
scary, but
could you do it?
Yeah, of course.
So next week, ladies and gentlemen, the lovely Julia is going to climb up onto my roof and put a new aerial up. No, only joking. The first one is a throwaway. I think this is a Sunday supplement, says Tanya. It is a Sunday supplement. This is the pull-out. So how do you fancy going on a balloon ride?
A balloon ride?
A proper big...
A hot air balloon ride?
A hot air, but not just like you...
I was going to say, that would be a real disappointment, but put it past you, I would not. I've never been up in one.
You've never up and away in my beautiful balloon? Up and away in my beautiful balloon.
Where's the spatula gone?
Oh, the spatula.
Again!
The spatula's here.
Oh.
Yes. So Jeff Kellison has bought and paid for a balloon ride for you and I. Let me go and watch that whilst you react to the... Just keep talking.
Just keep talking, just keep talking. What do? We just keep talking. Well, that's what he does. He doesn't like dead air. I don't have too much of a problem with dead air. But this is not shifting. This is definitely going to be a throwaway one. I've messed it up. Surprise, surprise. Who's surprised? Anyone? No. Nobody's surprised. I think it might need a bit higher. How do you turn it up a little bit?
I turn it here.
It's not cooking properly.
It's not cooking? Right, no worries.
The moment.
Don't you worry about that, the next one. So what do you think about the hot air balloon?
That's amazing.
Is it?
Yeah. Hot air balloon ride's amazing.
Fantastic. Brilliant. Well, thank you so much, Jeff. What an amazing gesture. So they're not cheap things to do, either.
No, much appreciated.
So we will film that for the Bold Explorer. We will go up. We're not quite sure when. And I have been in a hot air balloon before, and it's a very sort of hit and miss with the weather because it has to be absolutely perfect.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Jeff Kellison's bought us a balloon ride.
That's what I just said.
It's sinking in.
Oh, right. Oh, okay.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not kidding.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes. and we will film it. And oh, she's gone. This is. Yeah, we're going to go up and away in a beautiful balloon. That's what I was trying to get over to you. Andrew Noah says, balloon ride. Well done, Jeff. Fantastic. This is why it's best to use the ladle when you get controlled measure of the mixture, says Cheryl Craigs. Yeah, now she tells us.
Oh, she did tell us earlier.
I'm going to blame Nigel Sadler. It was his idea. What, the balloon ride?
Yeah. I don't know.
You two are very lucky. That will be fantastic. Yes, absolutely. We're thrilled. We're absolutely thrilled. So we'll keep you posted on that.
Judith says, let's hope it doesn't end up on the ceiling. Well, seeing as this is too heavy to flip the thing, it's not going to end up on the ceiling.
Well, that's the whole point of balloons. They go up, don't they? So you get past the ceiling and then you carry on. Look, it's sizzling. It's beginning. I think it just wasn't hot. There's this thing about not talking over each other. So I think that it wasn't hot enough to begin with. What do you think now? Oh, it's still not
shifting.
That's a shame. Because when we done it on the Essie, it was really quick. But then the Essie is super hot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we peel that one off and try and manually flip it? No.
It's still not cooking properly.
Do you think there was not enough butter on there?
No, it's not that.
What do you reckon it is? Just not enough heat?
It just hasn't cooked properly this side, so I've moved it over a little bit. Because that side I can see it's cooked all right.
Because the thing about the cast iron is I was under the impression that what would happen is the heat would dissipate to the side. Oh!
That is better.
Hang on. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a release.
Cook it a little bit more though.
Nearly there.
Elfold says, no, you don't want to do it like that.
Why not?
Harry Enfield reference.
Oh. It does smell, I can tell you, it does smell very nice. Now, when we get our crepe out, we've got some lovely fresh...
We get our crepe out.
We will. We've got some lovely fresh fruit here, which I went over to Morrison specially. We've got some blueberries, we've got raspberries, and your favourite, strawberries.
Yum.
And, of course, we've got fresh cream. And, where did I put it? I know this isn't...
Can you hear that?
Oh, yeah, that's making a noise.
Flapping at the top.
We've got some lemon zing stuff. Lemon juice stuff. So here we go, let's have a look.
Yeah, that was too thin that side anyway.
I reckon we needed more butter on the thing.
Sorry.
Oh, look! Look at that! That looks lovely.
Definitely prefer using the normal pan for this, non-stick, lightweight one, so I can actually toss them then.
Yes, this came in from Jeff, so I'm not complaining.
It's a lovely pan. No, it's a lovely pan, but to me it's not quite fit for the purpose.
Oh, right, fair enough. We will tell whoever it is who make them that it's not fit for the purpose.
I mean, for a start, the handle gets hot.
Yes.
I mean, great, there's no plastic on it, which is good. But anyways.
Now, I've got a plate.
Very aesthetically pleasing and tactile.
I've got a plate here. Jeff, I love it. I absolutely love it. And I think it's fantastic. So thank you very much. This side apparently shouldn't take as long. So that should be quite quick to whip off. So first mix seasons in the pan. What do you mean mix seasons? It looks like an unseasoned newish pan. I don't know what you mean by...
This?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Get a plastic pan, says Glenn Johnson.
Arf.
So should we have a look, or are you going to... What are you going to do?
Yep.
Unceremoniously dumped.
Well, it's an unceremonious one. Look at it. It's naff.
Right.
I'm not happy with that.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try that one.
Go on then.
Do you want to do the next one?
Yep. I'm just scraping some of this off if I can.
Do you want me to turn that? There's a lot of smoke there.
Scrapey, scratchy.
So for this one, I'm just going to try a simple mixture of lemon, quite a lot of lemon, and nothing else. I might have a raspberry actually. I might put a raspberry on mine. A couple of raspberries in it.
Really could do with some oil, really. I think.
Some oil. I'll get you some oil.
Yep. Awesome.
That's getting quite hot now.
Yep. I'm going to take that off. Da-da.
A little bit of
Excelente.
smoke.
Thank you much.
Yeah. Just make sure that doesn't catch on fire.
Could probably do with being turned down a smidge. Some more bits there that'll spoil the next pancake. Scrape, scrapey. Sorry about that, guys and girls.
I would, try and get that everywhere if possible, because I think that's why. Oh, is that what you were doing?
What, the oil?
Yeah, so it's an even. Oh, okay. Yeah, that doesn't.
What? A cork and a lid? Very strange. Smidge there and a smidge there. Whatever a smidge is, anyway. Cool.
That looks much better. And they do have them steaming, don't you, when we've been outside?
Yep, pan's too hot this time. Because that's already too thick to be a proper crepe.
There is an art.
This is why I'm not a chef.
There is an art to all of this, and we're learning on the fly. Right, I've cooked this, and I've got my lemon and my what do you call that red thing? Raspberry. And there's the crepe. So I'm going to try that and see. And some people sprinkle a bit of sugar on it, don't they, and other sweet things, but I'm not going to bother. And actually, I know it looked crap for a crepe.
Was it tasty?
But that's actually quite tasty.
Excellent.
Nothing wrong with that. And I know somebody said there was too much milk, but definitely not too much milk.
We've disappointed Andrew Norris. Oh, Richard, lemon from a bottle and out of season raspberry.
Well, we're doing an American show, so go figure. What can I say?
That's the European Union for you, isn't it? Having mind you, I think that's just modern day living.
That was Morrison's actually, but
yeah.
how's the crepe going?
Loosen the edges. They've loosened a bit themselves this time. It's one whole long round edge. Duh. I miss my non-stick pan.
I'm sorry that I haven't managed to provide.
No, you're all right.
But if we were
Like I say, it's a beautiful pan.
If we were on a desert island and this is all we had.
Not used to using it. Yeah, I would soon get used to it. And
oh look at that! Wow, that looks really nice. What do you think?
Yeah, it looks all right.
I think that looks great. I think you've done well. I love the way it looks like the surface of the moon.
Michelle says, can hear a high-pitched whistle from the gas. Might just be me. Yes, no, I can too. Can we turn it down just a smidge more?
Yep.
Wonderbar.
Lovely. Well, I've nearly finished mine. Yes, I know the lemon is out of a bottle, but, you know, with
For all you know, we squeezed and put it into an old bottle.
Yeah. How do you know we didn't spend hours in the kitchen squeezing, and that we grew these in Mr. Suckett's garden? You don't know. He does know. He's got it right.
That's
I'm going
almost
to try
done
some more
for
of that
you.
Mr. Cheer wine. Fantastic. There we are.
Didn't drop that. Honest
So I can
out.
turn that off.
Maybe shoved that too far in. I think that's probably
I reckon
done
you're right.
for me.
I'm going to just kill that gas.
I think I missed a bit there.
Yeah. Scrape
There you go,
that
have
off.
another
Oh, thanks very much. So, yeah. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we've managed to do the things we set out to do. They may not have been as most successful. Julia, would you like some fruit? There is some lemon, and if you want some squirty cream.
I've never actually tried having fruit in a pancake or crepe. Interesting.
I can't move that because it's too hot. Just want to try and get this
Clear
stuff
some
out of the
space.
way. There we are.
For
Move
you.
that out of the way. And I'll move this over to one side, ladies and gentlemen, so that if you put that there, the lovely audience can see the delectation that you have wonderfully made. So you've thrown on there some, what are those black things?
Blueberries.
Blueberries. There we are. Some lovely blueberries.
Ooh, missed my mouth. How did that happen?
I don't know.
Big enough.
What else would you like on your mix?
A little bit of lemon.
There we go. Look at that. They look very yummy. I think you've done brilliant tonight. Thank you very much, Anne. It's been a little bit fraught trying to bring the show to you, celebrating something that's completely unnatural to me, and cooking live sweet things and mixing it all up. But we've done our best, and we've done really well. You've done brilliantly, lovely Julia.
Thank you very much. And yourself.
Yes, and we're going to eat, you're going to eat your just desserts. Look at that, she's slicing it all up. Look at that, it looks very nice. You've done very well.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to this.
But that's our hour, done and dusted. Who knows what we'll be doing the next time? It's Friday, so it's the weekend. We hope you have a fantastic weekend, whatever you're up to. No doubt I'll be back on Monday. Is it good? Is it nice with fruit?
Oh, strawberries. Haven't tasted strawberry for a while.
No. Well, there we are. You tuck in. Thank you so much to Jeff for making the show possible by being our wonderful producer. He provided us with the cheer wine, which you likened to cherry
Coke.
Cherry
Cola.
which is very nice. So cheers to you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. For the beads, I haven't got any more beads. The beads, the Mardi Gras hat. So this, as we said at the beginning, Mardi Gras sort of gets going and it goes on for about a month. Is that right? 3 weeks, something like that? Until whenever Fat Tuesday is.
No, today's Fat Tuesday.
Oh, Shrewsbury.
Until Pancake Day.
Till Pancake Day, there you go.
Wait.
You've
I'm so confused.
Don't worry about it.
I don't know anything.
Doesn't matter. They'll forget by
now,
the time
yeah.
they've turned the telly off. So there we are, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Do tune in next time. But from the lovely Julia and I, it's been wonderful. And there she... Great.
Put the wig on. You're blinking gonna see it.
Yes. Ta-ta, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.